Okay, hello again. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to take this newly created sprite or game object, using game objects, I should say, um, and combine it with a script. Before we do that, actually, I'm gonna do one small thing. I'm gonna add a small idle animation. So what I do for that, I click on this button, creating clip, and let's call it idle animation, like that. And then I select head. Actually, I don't think you need to do that. You can just, it's gonna go, this can be normal like this. Oh, not there, there. And he's gonna look up, that's the plan. And he's gonna look down again when he's idle, like this. Maybe not that fast, let's put it down to like 20. Okay, and that's our idle animation made. Okay, so what you do now, you click on the parent sprite and you go into animator, not animation, but animator. And here you have your two animations, or the two animations I just made, which is the idle animation and the move animation. So what we want him to do is start as this one, we set as a default. So this is what he will, when I play now, I can show you. When I play now, he will turn his head up and down, because that's its default and starting point, you could say. So what we're going to do now, this is a very simple way to do it. You can do it several ways. I'm going to show you the easiest way. Maybe not the best, but the easiest. So you right click and make transition and click on the move animation. This is a link that goes between those, so it will go from that to that when the requirements are met. And we're also going to make him go back when those requirements are met. And here we're going to create a bool, which is just going to be called move. And we're going to make it so, to make him move, to make him play the move animation, he has to be, the move animation has to be true. And when it's false, it's going to be go back. So you can, as you can see, this is where you set the parameters out from these. So yeah, okay, now let's get into a script and let's do this. So click here, add component, new scripts, and let's call it movement script, create an add, and then we open it. And oops, let's see, there it is, like that, sorry. And to make this a move, we have to set how it will move. And the easiest way, since we have the move thing, we're just gonna make a button, or when you press a key, the value goes to true and false, or false. So public, let's start. We have to start with this public animator. Let's call it anim, or you can call it anything like move anim. I think maybe that's easier. Actually, no, actually that's not fitting, because this is taken from the whole animator. Let's just call it anim. Yeah. And anim equals gameobjects dot get component animator, and like that. Now you can access the animator from the script. So we're gonna do anim. No, let's do it button. Okay. If input dot get key key code D, let's say that, anim.setBool move, this is the name, this is the same, and then we write a value, which is true. Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna try one thing. If this works, I'm happy. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna do it the way I actually know how to do it. I'm not that experienced, so false. Let's try this. If this works, that's very cool. Basically, the theory is when you press the button, it will set the move or the move animation to true, making this one play. And when you don't press it, it will be false. That's the theory anyway. So I'm gonna test it. If it works, I'm really happy. But yeah. Okay, so here is idle, and I'm pressing D now, and you can see him walking. And I'm releasing D, and he just goes back into his idle animation. So it works. And that's actually the simplest way you can do it, actually, to make him play the animation. You could also like add, like say, position equals new vector. Let's just say this. I'm sorry about Steam. Which axis is this again? This is the x-axis, of course. So we can just make him day-to-day, 0, 0. We don't want to move upwards. And oops, that's one too many. Like that. I think, yeah. And then we just press play again. And you can, oh, silly me. Let's do this, like that. Okay, now you will move to the right. And also play the animation as he goes. So yeah, that's basically as simple as it is. I mean, this is, you can do it much more advanced, like in the animator. Could use integer or float. I can show you an example of another thing I made using a float, which is, I think it's this one. Let's test that. Yeah, let's say this. Always nice to save. Okay, this is a little small thing that I made using animations. As you can see, I have this small robot, and when I press D, it moves, and when I press space, it jumps. And it also has a small animation for that. So this is this is as far as I've gotten. Oops. But I'll try to add more videos if I can find out more stuff, which I hopefully will. Anyway, that's yeah, that's about it actually. I'm done. Good luck, and I'll see you another time.